A school is a place for learners to ask questions. It should offer learners the opportunities and the tools to search for answers. What could happen if a community came together to study and practice interdependence? Education must prepare children for their future. My name is Tamara Weiss, and I live in San Francisco. I'm a primary school teacher using questions to guide my learning community. Just as I want to nurture peacemakers and interdependence when I teach the discipline of peace, I want to nurture readers, writers, and their interdependence when I teach the disciplines of reading and writing. Children learn to approach the voices speaking to them from books with respect and appreciation. At the same time, they develop their own writer's voice to emerge as expressive, capable authors.
If we meet and I say hi, that's a salutation. If you ask me how I feel, that's a consideration. If we stop and talk for a while, that's a conversation. If we understand each other, that's communication. If we argue, scream, and fight, that's an altercation. If later we apologize, that's reconciliation. If we help each other home, that's cooperation. And all these Asians added up make civilization. And if I say, let's start that part over. And if I say, wonderful poet, is that exaggeration? What do you guys think? Yeah, I'll think about it.
Children consider the ancient traditions of inherited knowledge. Here they are studying the pictoglyph language of the ancient Maya civilization. It is part of a broader study to understand Mexico. The class is exploring traditions and cultures from the past and comparing them to what we can find today. They are experiencing how the past creates the present. They are experiencing the strength of collective intelligence across generations. They are building their own identity as an emerging contributor to this collective intelligence. One example of this authentic experience is the end-of-year writing project where authors come together to produce magazines. These magazines are a culminating demonstration of their learning throughout the year. They are collaborative group projects formed on common interest. There are 4 to 5 magazine topics offered. The topics reflect the units taught during the school year. The children choose the magazine they will join, then write an article on related subject matter. This year, one magazine group is nature. This young author chose to join the magazine group to voice her concern about one of our most critical natural resources, water.
It's about we use a lot of water, and some people, they use so much water they just leave the water going on their sinks, and sometimes they just waste water. They just dump water down the drains. I chose to write about this because if people kept wasting water, then all the animals would die in the ocean, and everyone would have to drink dirty water.
Of course, one magazine option is always peaceful community. Last year, 4 authors chose to reflect on their learning in the discipline of peace.
I think it studying peace impacted second grade because if we got into a conflict and we remembered about it at recess, then we could do it right then, and I can remember those ideas.
When we made that promise, I think we tried to remember or remembered a little that we shouldn't try to get into too much fights and conflicts.
Still, there are more questions. How does my teaching the discipline of peace help children understand principles of sustainability and interdependence with their natural world? When I teach the discipline of science, I want to nurture scientists who examine the environmental systems, make careful observations about them, and wonder why and how they work.
Let's look at the second part of my thinking. The green part I know has to be above.
The children understand themselves as part of those systems. Throughout the year, we study nature. Our spring unit is an investigation in plant life. As always, we use questions to guide our unit studies. In this unit on plants, we ask, how are the needs and wants of living things interdependent? What is the role of plant life in environment and culture? We consider this also when we study our indirect interdependence in the classroom environment. The children, of course, are not always in the classroom, but they are always part of their class community, their school community, and a complex interdependent system of communities.
I like the tree of death because it's cool. Looking good.
Holly Horton has been the head of school for the past 4 years at Live Oak.
Live Oak was founded in 1971, and it was really founded by a group of families who wanted to create a school that had a really strong community where parents worked together with teachers in supporting kids. And it's held true to that mission through all these years.
Young identities are ever-shifting kaleidoscopes that combine our experiences in different interdependent systems to create patterns of behavior. Our kaleidoscopes come in so many different models, and they are from such varied cultural and historical contexts. But how can we understand these patterns, to learn from them, and respond to them, so that we may create new ways of being that empower all life to collaborate on common goals? How can we make abstract visions of peace concrete, yet responsive, ambitious, yet accessible to everyone, in order to strengthen communities and achieve sustainable interdependence for future generations?